So today I'm gonna show you 5 amazing chess traps in the Stafford Gambit that you can use to win in just a blink of an eye. So let's get started. So after e4 e5, knight f3, knight f6, he takes then knight c6, and after he takes he recapture. Now you are attacking this pawn, so d3. But then you can play bishop to c5, bishop g5, seems like a natural response, pinning your knight to the queen. But then you have knight takes e4, sacrificing the queen. Now he can't do much, so he captures the queen, but then you have bishop takes f2 check, king d2, and then bishop to g4 is a checkmate. And here, if he had captured your knight, then you have bishop takes f2 check. Now he can't take, otherwise he will take the queen and you're winning. So he plays king d2, but then you have bishop g4 check, hitting this king and the queen, and then you'll grab the queen and you're winning. Let's move on to the next trap. So after e4 e5, knight f3, knight f6, he takes knight c6, he takes then you recapture, and after e5, attacking your knight. You go knight e4, d3, attacks the knight even further, then you have bishop c5, hitting this pawn, so he goes d takes e4. But now you are not going to trade the queens, instead you play bishop takes f2 check with the same idea. So he plays king e2, but then you have bishop to g4 check, and then you can just take his queen and you are completely winning. Let's move on to the next trap. After e4 e5, knight f3, knight f6, he takes knight c6, and after he takes recapture, e5 hits the knight, so knight to e4, then d4, controls the center, then you play queen h4, threatening mate in 1. So g3, but then you can take this pawn with the knight. He can't take with the h pawn because of the pin, so he takes with the f pawn, but then you have queen to e4 check, and then you will take the rook, and you are winning. Let's move on to the next trap. So after e4 e5, knight f3, knight f6, he goes knight takes e5, then knight c6, and after he takes, he recapture, knight c3, then bishop c5, and after bishop c4, prepare into castle. You go knight to g4, threatening a fork on f2, so he castle here, but then you have queen to h4, threatening mate in 1, so h3 hits the knight, but then knight takes f2. Now the best move is to give up the rook and continue the game. Black is still winning here, but if he plays queen f3, trying to counter attack, then knight takes h3 double check. King h1, then knight f2 double check, king g1, and then queen h1 is a checkmate. Let's move on to the next trap. So what if here, instead of playing e5 or d3, he plays f3. Then you play bishop e6, and after d4, you just play knight takes e4. He takes then you queen h4 chip, hitting this king and this pawn. And after g3, you can just take this pawn, forking the king and the rook. And on the next move, you are going to grab the rook and you are winning. So if this video was helpful, then don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming videos.